Obviously, we didn't do it again. I wasn't gonna do it again. I wasn't about to sneak in his house again after I just got caught. So
Bands, that's a check talking. Take all your pants, bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance, bands in my pocket. Come and get your mans, far up my rocket. Oh, bands, that's a check talking. Take all your pants, bitch, ain't no time for talking. Want me do my dance, bands in my pocket.
what's up guys, it's Ray and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you can tell, this is my first video and it will be a story time, a juicy story time. But before I get into the story time, I just wanted you guys to know what lashes I'm wearing. I'm wearing Jasmanian lashes. I'll tag her Instagram in the description box, but she has so many gorgeous lashes for cheap. It's like $6, $8. This is Exotic. This is Paradise. This is Princess, and I'm wearing Flawless right now, and they're super cute and affordable. I'll tag her stuff like I said in the description box. And yeah, let's get into the video. Today's story time is gonna be about when my boyfriend at the time's mom caught me sneaking out of their house. So this was about 2016, I want to say. So I was, I think, turning 16. I was in my sophomore year of high school. Me and this guy, I'm gonna name him Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
So me and Daniel have been on and off for like a year at that time, and I want to say like at least 3 days out of the week I would walk to his house from my school. And if you live in the town where I live in, you know Emerson Green, the townhouse, you know that complex is so far of a walk from the high school. So I walked there. Mind you, I did track and field at that time, and practice was right after school. So some days I would miss practice because I wanted to be over there at his house. So this one day I walked over there, we were chilling or whatever in his room, and his window is literally right by his bed. So I looked out the window and I saw his mom's minivan pull up. So I was like, dang, your mom just pulled up. What are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? And he was like, all right, just walk out through the back door. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. I get everything together. I go downstairs. I walk through the back door, and I'm walking behind the townhouses. So his mom, usually she drives into the driveway when she's coming home. But this day, she drove near the mailbox to get mail. So the way it's set up, like the mailbox is in the space where I was walking. So she saw me walking, but I had a hood on. So she saw me walking, and Daniel went out there to, say hi to her and, help her with any bags or anything. So she saw me and she was like, Daniel, who's that? And he looked and he saw it was me. He was like, oh, I don't know. So I started I got shook. I was like, oh my gosh, she saw me. So I started speed walking behind the houses, still trying to get home. But I was like, what if she sees me walking and sees who I am? So I stopped behind this one townhouse, which was like 2 houses over from their house. And I stopped behind the house and sat there for at least 5-6 minutes, waited for them, for it to be, clear or whatever. Mind you, there was no cell service behind the houses, so I was not getting any text messages or anything. So the whole time he was texting me like, where are you? Come to the van. My mom is here. She wants to take you home. I'm not getting any of these text messages. Here I am thinking like, oh my God, she's following me because she wants to know who I am. She's trying to get to the bottom of this. She wants to know who is this behind my house. So I'm like, oh shit, and the whole time she's just trying to take me home. So I decided to walk to my house now. So I get up and start walking, and I see the minivan. So I'm like, all right, she's following me. She wants to know who I am. So I'm like, all right, let me just, because Two of my friends live in that same complex. So I decided, I was like, all right, let me just go up to one of my friend's doorsteps and act like I was coming to meet with her. So, mind you, all of the townhouses look exactly the same. So my dumbass, I knocked on the wrong door and someone that I didn't know answered. So that was just stupid of me. Like, why? Like, I've been over her house so many times, but I guess since I was just so like shook and like, oh my God, I knocked on the wrong door. So his mom pulls up, and then Daniel comes out and is motioning me to go into the car with him. So I'm like, all right, you know, this is it. Like, she caught us. There's nothing I could do. And so I got in the car and she was like, why were you walking behind the houses? Like, she was being nice. I guess she really didn't think like that I was in her house. I don't think she really knew that. And I was like, I was coming from my friend's house because my other friend and Daniel live like on the same strip at the townhouses. So I was telling her, you know, I was coming from my friend's house. And she was like, oh, okay. And she knew what friend I was talking about. So she was like, oh, okay. And she took me home. So a couple days later, she called my mom and she told her what happened. So I guess she put two and two together and she was like there's no logical reason why she would be behind the houses. Like, why wouldn't she just walk out her friend's front door, you know? So I'm like, so she called my mom telling her, and eventually the truth came out that we were in the house together with no supervision, you know, no parents were there. My mom was pissed. His mom and dad were pissed. They were like, you guys have no business being alone together. And mind you, Daniel had two younger siblings and they were both there because we got out of school at the same time. So they were both there. They both knew I was there. These niggas don't snitch on us. Like, yeah, she was there and they were in his room. I'm like, no loyalty. Like, they're gonna rat us out like that. I was like, wow. So anyways, yeah, they were pissed. And prom was coming up. Like I said, it was spring, so prom was coming up. And I already had got my dress. He already had got his suit. You know, we're going together. Because he was a junior. It was junior and senior prom, and I was a sophomore. So he was going to sign me in to go. So then our parents decided, yeah, no, you're not going to prom. Both of you are not going to prom. And I was like, but I already got my dress. And she was like, oh, well, you can save it for next year, but you're not going this year. And I was just crying. I was so upset. And, you know, it was just crazy. I was so upset. And we were both upset, actually. Me and Daniel were both upset. So, obviously, I never snuck back into that house. I wasn't gonna do it again. I wasn't about to sneak in his house again after I just got caught. So I don't think his parents ever, like, you know, fully trusted me again. Like, they never really fully, you know, they were iffy about me, I guess. And same with my mom. She was iffy about Daniel. But that's just how they're gonna be. But yeah, that was a story of when I got caught leaving my boyfriend's house. There were more stories like this. Like, I was such a bad kid. Like 14, 15, 16, I was a bad kid. Like, I would do this all the time. Because my mom was very strict with me. And, you know, the more strict they are, the more rebellious the kids are. They're gonna do what you say not to do, you know? That's just gonna happen regardless. So, yeah, I was a bad kid. And looking back at it now, I'm like, why? Like, why would I do that? And why would I be so dumb with it? Like, if I'm gonna sneak out the house, at least be smart. Like, you know? Stupid. So yeah, that's it for the story time. It was kind of short, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And I will be making another video soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.
Cold world. South side, can't get enough. East side, West side, worldwide.